Started at the bottom, now we black entrepreneurs. It look good on us too. It look good.
What up? This is the Literacy Kings podcast, man. Appreciate y'all checking us out for another episode. Today, this is our last episode for the beginner's guide to Bitcoin. And we're going to be doing a quick recap, man. We're going to be in and out like a robbery. If you've been rocking since the beginning, it's a lot of information, but it's all simple, man. None of it's real complicated. All of us can do it. We done did it. You know what I'm saying? We can do it. You can too. You know what I mean? So if you give us a few minutes of your time today, you'll be able to get a quick hit or what the series been about, but you got to go start back with episode 1 if you want to really get the full embodiment, you know what I'm saying, to a beginner's guide to Bitcoin. But before we get into the episode, Jay with the NBA, what's poppin'?
Hey man, since you talking about a quick hit, man, you know, let's get into the 10. This is not the 10 crack commandments. You know what I'm saying? Word to Biggie, but this is the 10 commandments of Bitcoin.
Yeah. 10 commandments of Bitcoin.
Yeah.
1, value your wealth in Bitcoin.
Basically, get as much Bitcoin as you can.
Yeah.
Stack your sats.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Satoshis. Right.
Yeah.
Which is the units of Bitcoin. Right. Stack your sats, man.
Please.
Basically, get rid of some of that trash dollar and move it into Bitcoin. Value your wealth in Bitcoin. Same thing.
Yeah. I love it. Number 2 is dollar cost average into Bitcoin. That's my favorite.
Yeah, Corey big on.
I'm big on that dollar cost averaging, man. Yeah. I'm big on that steady grind.
Nick sack your way up.
It took $5.
Yeah,
flipped it a zit. Hey man, Nick him don't cut him. You know what I'm saying? Dollar cost average, man. DCA. I'm big on that because, you know, it keep you See, when I put my money into something, I'm paying attention now. Right. You know what I'm saying? And if every month, every 2 weeks, depending on the velocity of money, that's Patreon right there. If you in Patreon, you know
what I'm talking about.
You know what we talking about. Jay with the NBA busting down the velocity of money. You know what I'm saying? Or you broke balance or balling. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. So, you know, you dollar cost averaging, and so you steady just putting a little money here, putting a little money there, and you paying attention, and you ain't worried about, man, I just didn't put $1,000 into this thing. I don't
consistently buying without worrying about highs and lows.
Dollar cost average. Yeah. Number 3, his boy say, never sell your Bitcoin. Never sell your Bitcoin.
He says, think about the future wealth that their descendants missed out on, right? It says because he was talking about a real estate or a Picasso painting or an asset that's like scarce, right? So he says selling Bitcoin means capital gains taxes today, as well as missing out on Bitcoin's massive upside potential, right? It said think about the future wealth that their descendants missed out. People who sold extremely valuable assets too early, right? Or at all, right?
Yep.
So he's saying never sell your Bitcoin. Don't let anyone make you panic. Don't sell your Bitcoin and buy a depreciating asset like a car, right? Yeah. In the future, it will be easy to borrow against your Bitcoin holdings to buy a house or something similar. Right. But guess what? They're already lending against Bitcoin right now. So that's even more reason to not sell.
Yeah.
And if you're looking for a reason, like, man, is Bitcoin really valuable? Think about it. They're lending against Bitcoin right now, as if it is a house, like a home equity line of credit, like that. They're lending against Bitcoin right now.
Yeah, you can.
So don't sell.
Yeah, you can say, man, I got you know this much in Bitcoin, and they'll give you some bread based on that Bitcoin. You know what I mean? Right. So they definitely treating it like an asset.
Oh, that's collateral.
Yep. I always talk about my my father-in-law. He had Apple stock back in I believe the early 90s.
Yeah. You
started jumping and he sold. You know what I'm saying? You don't even want to talk about it.
You don't want to talk about it no more. Don't bring that up at Thanksgiving anymore, Corey.
You know what I'm saying? Number 4, never trade in and out of your Bitcoin. Dice game. You know what I'm saying? You can't be hustling. You know what I'm saying? You can't be hustling trying to catch it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's up. Okay, it's out. Okay, oh, it's up. You know what I mean? His stance is, he say, look, if an asset is going to go up 10x or 100x or even more, there's no way that you will be able to get higher returns by trading in and out of it.
And don't try to trade other cryptocurrencies as a way of gaining more Bitcoin too. You're gonna play yourself, especially if you're going at something like Doge, that's extremely volatile, that run on a lot of speculation.
All speculation.
And you trying to do all of that, and it's not capped to 21 million coins.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? They can put a whole bunch of more in the air, just like the federal government. Why would you do that?
If you this is my opinion, and this coming from somebody who I've traded, I've bought and hold, I do, you know what I'm saying? Like, my opinion, you budget it, you know what I'm saying? If you just got to trade and you want to get in have a small budget to play with that you might lose. You know what I'm saying?
Account for it.
Yeah, because when it comes to trading, any trader that's worthwhile is going to tell you it's a numbers game. Any trader worthwhile going to tell you it's a numbers game. If you want to come out on top, it's about playing enough hands to put the probability in your side on your side. You ain't just trading here and there and winning. They lying. Whoever you following on Instagram and YouTube, cap. They lying.
Trying to sell you that course.
They lying. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the number. That's how the casino and the game room.
Gotta let some of them win.
Yeah, that's how they stay in business. They don't, Jay, if you playing blackjack, I don't care that you won 20 hands. Because I know after 500 hands of blackjack, I always win.
And
you know what I'm saying?
And if you wager too much, one bad hand will wipe out all of those 20 hands of earnings.
Exactly. So, I know when you trying to, you gotta hit a lick. I know.
Slow hitting money. Lick scrambling.
Say, man. Then he say, the slow money coming way too slow. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know, but
Prophet Jeezy, he also said sometimes it don't come fast. It take time. But you know about the slow grind.
You know what I'm talking about? So, yeah, man, that's that. Number 5, ignore the price of Bitcoin.
Unless you plan on pulling out your hair.
Ignore the price of Bitcoin. It's temporary. It's temporary. Right now, they're trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to figure it out. You can't. That's why I love dollar cost averaging, especially in Bitcoin. We talked about it on the last episode. Go listen to the last episode. We talked about the volatility. They were saying Bitcoin ain't worth nothing because it's just too volatile. And then let me just drop this off too. It's all about, if you listen to season 5, Mamba Mentality of Money. Kobe talked about the tools in his tool belt, right? He said over years he put all these little tools in his tool belt, and that was what made part of his greatness, is because he could go get the proper tool for the proper job. You know what I'm saying? Well, we talk about raising the financial IQ because it's just like that in finances. What you call it is your financial IQ, or you call it creative financing. It's where one person will see no deal and another person will see 3 possible deals because they got higher financial IQ. Okay. So when it comes to a lot of the things like volatility, it's only a problem based off of your financial IQ. Because if you know anything about option trading, right? Option trading has a lot to do, volatility has a lot to do with option trading. Right. So if you, volatility is how much something is going up and down. Won't get too deep into option trading. Option trading is basically you putting money on the line and having the option to buy or sell that thing at a given time in the future. It could be a month, it could be 6 months, it could be a year. And based on how close you get to your target and the volatility of the market will determine how much your option increases or decreases. You know what I'm saying? So as your financial IQ grow, when you think about things like volatility, you're not concerned because there are Bitcoin options, and Bitcoin traders.
They selling futures. And
Yeah.
Bitcoin,
So Bitcoin traders, they're buying options when volatility is low. So when their volatility turn up, they love it.
Right.
They love the volatility turn up, because the higher volatility, the higher option is going to be priced. Right? Because it's a higher percent chance for it to go one way or another. At low volatility, you got a straight line, then option can't be priced too high because we don't know. But when you got that volatility jumping, that's when the options
high profits are made.
Yep, exactly. So that's a little side note, but you know what I'm talking about.
So let me give you an alternative, right? It says ignore the price of Bitcoin, right? But the truth of the matter is you're not gonna completely ignore it every day. Right. So let me give you an alternative. I do quarterly asset checks because I'm more of a long-term guy. So I have a book of assets, right? And it'll be going on sale soon. It's a J with the NBA creation, where I have come together and help you organize the assets that you are accumulating. Right, so I'm gonna have a digital version of it, and I might do a print version of it as well, and it'll be available through Patreon or however we gonna put it out.
Nice.
But I do quarterly asset checks. So in my book of assets, I'll say, all right, turn to the stock category. Boom. Let me check my Robinhood. Let me check my stash. Let me check my 403Bs. Let me check my teachers retirement system, everything, everywhere where I have stocks. Boom, put those totals in, the value of that day, right? Boom. All right, go to the crypto section. How many coins I have of this? How many? What's the current value of that? So once a quarter, I fill out a sheet on my book of assets, is saying this is my portfolio. This is how much I have on. This is the time stamp for today. This is the value of my assets, right? Real estate, same thing.
Yeah.
I have a section for real estate. So you're going to check your assets. What he's saying is don't go crazy trying to check it every
day. Exactly.
So I would recommend a quarterly, or if you might want to do it monthly. But I've created an organized way where you can do that.
Right. Buffett talks about, like, he basically says with him, he's like, when I buy a company, I don't need to check the price every day. I just need to know if something changed about the company.
Right.
If nothing changed about the company, I don't really care about the price. That's temporary. Right. You know what I'm saying?
He knows he's worrying about value.
Yeah.
And the value is going to change when something changes with the company.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah. Dope. Number 6, not your keys, not your coins. We talked about that on the last episode. We talked about private keys. Private keys, that's the key to get to your Bitcoin. When you buy Bitcoin on a exchange, Robinhood, PayPal, Cash App, your private keys are on there. They're stored on there. Your Bitcoin is stored on there. So then he's saying they're not your keys, not your coin, meaning if something happens, if Robinhood gets hacked, Robinhood always in the news for something.
Man.
I think they just had to pay 70 M's to somebody for some reason. If Robinhood gets hacked, something happened, Bitcoin is not federally insured. Your Bitcoin is gone. So to say
you don't have the keys like Khaled.
Exactly. Another one. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't got the keys.
Yeah.
And there's nothing you could do about it.
Nothing you can do. So that's why he's saying not your keys, not your coin. So he's saying
always withdraw
and put it on cold storage. Listen to the last episode about how to store your Bitcoin. But that's what he's talking about. Number 7, never share your recovery seed. Your recovery seed, last episode, how to buy and store your Bitcoin. The recovery seed is when you get your digital wallet, your hardware wallet, then your recovery seed is going to be that list of words Jay was talking about. And that's if something happens, how you recover. And he's saying never share it. You know what I'm saying? Don't share it with nobody, because then they got access.
Protect it with your life.
Yeah, for real though. Number 8. Don't advertise your Bitcoin holdings to the world.
Oh man, you ain't gonna be on the ground with it. You're not gonna be on the ground.
Hey, did what you just talking about, Pooh Shiesty?
Oh man, yeah, he got caught up, man. Pooh Shiesty, man, free Pooh Shiesty, man. He got caught up on the gram.
On the gram.
The feds traced the serial number on the money that he was stunting with from a robbery.
I don't know. I'm telling y'all, this is not cap. They really got departments. Police departments really got social media departments.
Yes,
they
I'm
pay
telling you
people
they
to
do.
do that, to set up them dummy accounts. And, you know what I'm saying, go follow everybody who out on bun. They following all y'all. You know what I'm saying? They following all y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Go through his profile. He got guns on there.
You know
he
what I'm
flashing guns on there. Follow.
You know what I'm saying? Follow. Turn on notifications.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't know what else they got to tell y'all. They telling y'all. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So don't
be low key
don't do
with
that.
your crypto holdings. Crypto, if you believe that crypto is going to change the world, it's going to be revolutionary, like I believe, why would you advertise that you got a lot of it?
Yeah. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Yeah. That's good. Number 9, ignore all other cryptocurrencies.
BTC only, partner.
So he Matthew Kratter is what you call a Bitcoin maximalist.
Right.
He only believes in Bitcoin. He not worried about nothing else. He don't care about nothing else. Now, this is his own personal opinion. Nobody knows the future. However, I do side with Matthew Kratter, the author of the book, for the most part, meaning Bitcoin is where I'm mainly focused.
Right. Correct.
I think a couple of other projects have legs on them. I think Ethereum has legs. I think Litecoin has legs. Those are the only other two that I personally think. It may be other ones. It's too many coins to know them all. I think they may have legs. Nobody knows. Bitcoin, but what I can tell you though is regardless to that, as of today, everything follows Bitcoin.
Everything.
If Bitcoin up, then everything else can be up. If Bitcoin down, everything else gonna be bleeding.
I think what happens is he doesn't want the readers of his work to be in a position where they get hit with them pump and dump schemes.
Cause they there.
Yeah.
For real.
Pump and dump meaning they running up, they putting out there, hey man, buy this coin, buy this coin, buy this coin, and then the early people cash out after it run up, and then the people left holding the bag, the ones that got late to the party, ain't no food left.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You got a bunch of worthless coins. So BTC, man, should be your focus. It's my focus.
Yeah, it's our focus at Literacy Kings. Number 10. You can never be too bullish on Bitcoin. Remember, in financial terminology, bull market, bulls means it's going up. Bears mean it's going down. So you can be a bull or a bear. No, he's like bulls make money, bears make money, pigs get slaughtered. So that's a common, just general terminology. So he's saying you can never be too bullish on Bitcoin.
Buy as much as you can.
As you
is
can.
Basically what he's saying.
Buy as much as you can. Yeah, I believe that.
If this is what I do, so you're like, Jay, man, how much money, Jay, do you put in Bitcoin? Right? I put the money that I was gonna mess off.
Yeah.
In Bitcoin, cause I was gonna mess it off.
Yeah. Another polo sweater.
Yeah, man, I don't need no more. I don't need no more. But what I say that is, I'm a person who allocate for every dollar. And I have a blow fund because I realize I'm human. And I know humans have the tendency to blow money every now and then. So I have an allocated blow fund. So my Bitcoin money comes out of my allocated blow fund.
And because what Jay's talking about is you have different philosophies, but in essence, when it comes to investing, you're going to have the great majority of your money going to, now this can be debated. You talk to somebody else, they tell you something different. I'm gonna tell you what we believe. The majority of your investing, you want it to go to something with some type of track record, right? This is season 2, Richest Man in Babylon.
Season 3.
Season 3, yeah. Season 2, Money Circulation. Season 3, Richest Man in Babylon. You know what I'm saying? You want to, we talked about it in season 3. You want to make sure that you're allocating that investment to something solid. You ain't trying to get the plug to run off on you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Scoundrels
To run off, Then, with a smaller percent of your investment funds, you can dedicate that to what's called speculative investments, right? Those are things that are not yet readily proven.
Right.
The stock market, that's readily proven, right? We got 100 years of data that's showing it's a 10% return.
Right.
All right. That's, everything is based off the stock market. Stock market is too big to fail. It can't. The government won't allow it, right? Bitcoin is not that strong. Okay. Right. Like it's not that strong. We're Bitcoin believers, but you got to know short term, it's nothing stopping Bitcoin to go down to 1,000 a coin. Nothing is stopping that. Nobody is going to save Bitcoin. If that happens, I'm a buyer.
I'm going back to count it up.
I'm a buyer at 1,000 all day, every day.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? But that's, what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to get to the point of is, ultimately I believe like Matthew that it's going up, up and away or whatever. But you can't don't use your rent.
Even Matthew Kratter, who's a Bitcoin
maximalist, Bitcoin maximalist,
just put 1% of your portfolio in it.
Yeah.
And you're gonna be way better than the people that don't.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah, so
that's good.
Those are his exact words.
Man, that's the end of our series, man. Another one in the books.
Another one
in the books. We might use that DJ Khaled sample, but I don't know. They might.
I ain't paying Khaled nothing for that.
I don't know. He might want some money from it. We ain't trying to break nothing down. So, man, thank y'all for joining us for another season, man. We're excited about what we got coming next. We're going to just keep leveling up. We appreciate all the love, bro. The dedicated listening family, you know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all message us. Make sure y'all hit us up. Y'all on Patreon. Y'all shoot us something on Instagram. Just let us know who you are, your name. We didn't have the pleasure of actually meeting and conversating, you know what I'm saying, with some of the homies that listen and love the show. And it's beautiful, man. We're here to serve.
We trafficking in other states now.
Yeah. So, yeah, man, we here to serve.
Hit me up if you want that book of assets.
Yeah.
Where you can manage what you have and get an organized place.
Yeah.
To have all your stuff if you don't have one already.
I love it. All right, man. With that being said, we are the Literacy Kings. Love.
Started at the bottom, now we black entrepreneurs. It look good on us too. It look good.